It don't matter the color of the skin, either woman or man. Just let the case land. It's here, it's in safe hands. This is God work, not a fake plan. Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss V. She keep her ear to the streets.
Welcome in, everybody.
This is the place that you wanna be, but all trolls we delete, you better believe. Just so you know we on go, for those that's taking these souls, we know, but it's getting so out of control. Just so you know we on go, for those that's taking these souls, we know, but it's getting so out of control. Thank you for tuning in to MTGV, True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe, Miss V. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe.
Welcome in, everybody. So today we're going to be going over the FOIA report for Jelani Day. We're going to be reading some information that the narratives that the police are going by, the Freedom of Information Act. So please drop down and let me know who's here. Smack the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And if you're on a replay, let me know what you think about what you are about to hear. Shout out to everybody in the building. So the last time we were live on the Freedom of Information Act, I had a few documents showing up here, but I didn't get a chance to pull it up here this time. But I'm going to be reading over some information that I have, and I also want to remind everybody that the information that I'm reading from the Freedom of Information Act, it was actually released by someone that is, their goal is to debunk the things that Carmen, Jelani Day's mom, has told us. And just like we suspected with the Javion McGee case, is that they can go in and update things and add new things and subtract or whatever, as long as the case is open and they do that. So that is absolutely correct. But we are still going to read these documents because even though this person's purpose is to debunk her, it's still the documents. Now, as far as the videos and stuff, I can tell that things are edited out. It freezes at certain times and stuff like that. So, yeah, just bear with me on this. But I can't do nothing about the videos and stuff. Like, we can't, I mean, this is all we have to go on. This is what they're going by. So this is what it is. And, yeah, like I said, the person that put this stuff out is doing it to debunk Carmen, but I know a lot about the case. Welcome in, Latasha Turk. Thank you so much for dropping in, multitasking. Yeah, welcome in. Okay, so let me see if I got, well, I'm gonna let this video play a little bit. She's talking about some witnesses that found his clothes actually in this.
Up
I didn't even know this
just
wasn't up on the stand.
June
Up
of
on the
this year,
stage, I mean.
I now have possession of Jelani's phone.
What?
In between that time, that they had possession of his phone, they told me that they could not unlock his phone. So one day in April of 2022, I gathered up enough strength. I didn't have the capabilities of acting, of doing any of that. So I asked them, could they do it? They said, if you had asked us to do that at first, instead of turning the phone over to the FBI, we would have been done did this.
What? Man, y'all hear how they talking to this woman? Why does she have to ask them to do anything? So I'm just letting this stuff play for the purposes of finding my reading stuff. Give me a few minutes, but this is good information. Ain't that a part of their job? What? What? The average parent don't even get involved in their child's unaliving and investigation. What? If you would have asked us to do that in the first place instead of turning it over to the FBI? Wow.
So, the process of doing all of this, me and my children worked for 10 days to figure out Jelani's code. Keep in mind,
10 days.
the police, the Jelani Day Joint Task Force, the FBI, had Jelani's phone for a year and a half, and in 10 days, I and my children figured out the code to Jelani's phone and were able to get his phone unlocked.
I'm so happy that she's speaking out because it's details, or some details we know, some we don't. Like these details of her getting a phone and meeting the girls and all of that, I did not know. So y'all please smack the thumbs up.
In the process of getting his phone unlocked, they told me they sell a cell phone, a Hello Kitty book backpack, and something else. As they got in their car and they drove away,
what?
They looked at a picture of Jelani when he was leaving out of the dispensary when he was last seen alive, and they said that those are the clothes that they saw. So that is when they called. They said that they called they originally called the Bloomington Police Department, who told them that they needed to call the Peru Police Department, and the Peru Police Department told them that they needed to call LaSalle. So LaSalle County ended up showing up, and they said where they were trying to tell. Kira had been on the goddamn news and did a whole freaking interview about Jelani missing. I was there with her. She did not even tell me that she called the media, that she planned this interview.
Wait a damn minute. Now, I didn't know that. Let's continue. What?
Why not? She had me there, his mother.
What?
But she chose to get on the news and talk about my son. And I just reported him missing that day.
What?
I didn't even know his car was found yet. I didn't even know I needed to talk to the media. I didn't even know that I wasn't going to see Jelani no more. But this lady was already on the goddamn news talking about my child.
Why? Why was Kara so concerned, y'all? Look, I cannot, oh my gosh, I did not notice she. Yeah, he need to be questioned.
They sell a cell phone, a Hello Kitty book backpack, and something else. As they got in their car and they drove away, they looked at a picture of Jelani when he was leaving out of the dispensary when he was last seen alive, and they said that those are the clothes that they saw. So that is when they called. They said that they called they originally called the Bloomington Police Department, who told them that they needed to call the Peru Police Department. And the Peru Police Department told them that they needed to call LaSalle. So LaSalle County ended up showing up, and they said,
mic check. So these videos that I'm showing are small clips. These are shorts that I broke down from that I broke down from a live stream. But a lot of these things that we're listening to is a part of the Freedom of Information Act. Some of the stuff that she's going over, plus people that she talked to personally with the girls that found the clothes and all of that stuff. So need to be questioned.
They found a cell phone, a Hello Kitty book backpack, and they during that summer session online. He had not physically met anybody until he went to campus in August.
Wow, he went in August. So when he went to campus, he literally had just went there in August, y'all. 1 freaking week. So he just said she was his online professor. That's what I'm hearing. Or he met all them online. Yeah, and when I was reading this the last time, I noticed that it said that he was in his 2nd week. So that would be another debunk, I guess, that I didn't even notice. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I see that my signal is going down, but usually it'll still be okay. Like button already smashed. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Shout out to Debbie Smith. Welcome in. Ozzy Galloway. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this keep playing. But my videos are uploading right now, y'all. I'm just getting back home. This is my 3rd live stream for the day, though.
On campus for 1 week.
1 week.
He missed his first clinicals. When I was sitting with Kara, well, let me back up.
Very suspect.
I got the phone call. He was missing. The young lady that was in his class, her name was Haley. Haley had called one of Jelani's, some girl that lived in Danville that she knew. They knew one of my daughters.
Now, right here, this is something that I know I read in the last one that I was going over the Freedom of Information Act. This is how they got in touch with Carmen. I mean, this is how they got in touch with Jelani's family to let them know that he was missing. And she's going to say the girl's name. And literally, I read this. She's going to talk about her being upset. The part that I read says she wasn't upset. They made it they point to say that. It's all to debunk her. Period. But I believe she was upset. I believe what Carmen says. I do.
And told her that Jelani was missing. The young lady who got the message to my daughter that this girl that called her was hysterical and upset and saying that my baby was missing. So first thing that came to my mind was, why is she upset? I didn't understand why she was upset about Jelani missing. Jelani had only missed 1 class. What is going on? Why are you upset?
Wow, y'all. Yeah, exactly. What does she know? What was she told? Well, so what I found out from, from what she said and from reading the Freedom of Information Act is that this girl, Haley is her name actually, and she actually was working with Kara because she was somebody that was when she first met Jelani, she like grabbed on to him and wanted to, she said she wanted, he was new and she wanted to, make him feel comfortable and all this kind of stuff. And he was the only black person in the class and all that stuff. But they was online doing online courses. They had not come to the campus yet. She came to the campus and met him for the first time in person. They met outside the school and, they met or whatever then. And then she was sick when she came back to school. When they opened it up for people to go back to school and be done with online courses, when, the big C-19 ended or whatnot, she came to school with it. So when he came up missing, she got a phone call from people because they knew that she was cool with him, because she had put herself all over him. Like, hey, Jelani, I could, we could be buddies or whatever since you don't know anybody here. Oh, and because she knew somebody from Danville, which is where he's from, and she must be from or something, or know somebody from there. That was their connection. And so this is what Carmen said about her. The FOIA report says something different because they trying to debunk her. So, like we said, when they absolutely can go in and do updates and all of that stuff for the reports as long as the case is open.
So I finally got in contact with this young lady, and she's explaining to me how she met Jelani. They would talk about class or whatever.
So this Haley, we already knew who she was. Met him where?
She did not even go to class on the day that Jelani didn't go to class.
Yep, and I just cut it off, but she didn't, and I read the rest of it.
But this is what Kara reported about my child.
Why? We read this too, y'all. He was not. Now she's directly reading from the Freedom of Information Act, and she was very upset about what Kara had to say about Jelani, because that is not what she told her.
Attending classes.
And this is what they put on the report as to, finding out his behavior and all of this stuff. So it was just like she was, according to Carmen, she was one way in Carmen's face and a whole nother way with her police buddies. Let's go.
Been late to meetings, is out of compliance on requirements to start his work in our clinic, and has missed a meeting with his client. He has recently not responded to texts or calls from our director of clinical education and missed a clinic meeting today at noon. Jelani's father is ill, and Jelani is a match for a stem cell replacement. So when I get this, I'm ticked because I'm wanting to know, number one, why did you lie? Because I can show you his report card. He only been in campus for a week. Per you, he only missed.
Yeah, I cut them all off in the middle of her talking.
To where his clothes was found. And per these girls, when they found his clothes.
So now she's talking about the girls that found his clothes and the state that they were in, and comparison to what the police told her.
His clothing was balled up, like when you take off your socks and they roll up. His clothing were balled up and stuck in between rocks.
What?
Why would Jelani take off his clothes?
Come on, man.
And stick them in between rocks? His shoes were on the bank. So keep in mind, they found the body on September the 4th. These girls find this clothing on September 22nd. When they find the clothing, they tell me that this river, per the police, when the body was found, and the clothing, and they found the clothing, they talked about how the water elevated and how
known unless you lived in the area, is what Carmen was saying. So here is, so this is YMCA. This is yeah, just someone driving into the YMCA. So you can see the sign right there. Off to the right is a lot of woods. So you see the long path it takes to get into the YMCA. And then once they pull in, you will see it right there. Let me.
If I hadn't came here today, I wouldn't even known that his car was out here, because they claim they don't have room to store it. However, if you look straight ahead in that garage, which is empty, there is a secure area right there. That is a secure area where they are supposed to have Jelani's car at, and they said they don't have room to store anything. But I'm going to go back in here and show you just how much room they have to store everything. This is ridiculous, the way that they've treated everything concerning my child. Ridiculous. This is where they said they had no room to store Jelani's car. This is a secure area where Jelani's car should be at. But they moved his car out of here. His car has been out of here for 3 weeks. That's a secure area. They told me the reason they moved it was because they didn't have room to store it. But as you see, there's nothing there. Nothing. And Jelani's car is over there. That's where Jelani's car is. And I got here, Jelani's car is outside. Everything is everywhere in Jelani's car. Everything. I'm so upset. They have not done anything correctly regarding my child. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Look at this car. I'm going to unzip this right quick. They didn't have the key. We had to shimmy his car because now the key doesn't work. The battery is dead for some reason. I don't know. But there's stuff all in Jelani's car. Nothing is tagged. Nothing is tagged. They didn't tag anything. They just got stuff all out everywhere. I don't even know. No wonder we don't have any fingerprints. No wonder we don't have any fingerprints. No wonder we don't have anything, because they didn't do nothing right. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a bunch of morning fight police officers.
There was a name tag on the body bag, but there were no name tags on him. He didn't have a toe tag, for example.
His license plate is in there. Nothing is tagged. All this
You can turn it off. I see
laying out in his car. It's money on the front seat. It's money in the middle of the console. This clothing was found is a mile away up the river from where the body was found. And my thing is, if the police, when they did the search with the Illinois Search and Rescue, why would they?
Okay, so I actually have it put up now, y'all. I was kind of trying to get all that together. Let me get rid of that in my ear. I know y'all can't hear it now. So this is some of the stuff that I'm gonna be reading from, because shout out to my BFF in the building. How you doing out there? So she said, hello chat. Yeah, so upsetting, disturbing, and yeah, it's a lot. Like, nothing was done properly, and she was just disrespected all the way. You know, it just don't make no sense. The way that they responded to her, just loving and caring about her son, just like anybody else. And so let me put this on loop. These are the same documents that I had up last time. I didn't get through all of the pages that I had. So, and also when she was speaking about the female that was so upset, that's in this paperwork right here. So I guess I'll start with that stuff since I didn't finish, and then I'll go on to some other stuff like that page I didn't read. And so I do have quite a few. I got quite a few copies. I didn't get all of them. Obviously, this is a 206 page document, and I got quite a few. But 206, they're posted sporadic, y'all. So the information is the information, but there's no order to this. Is my point. Okay, so hold on. Let me see something right quick. I'm going to read this one right quick. I don't think this is in that. Let me get my light together. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, please smack that thumbs up. And I will be looking at the chat to see what y'all think about this. This is going to be slow rolling. Shout out to Joe Delaney. Welcome in. Welcome in, James Money. Thank y'all so much for being here and dropping down. And shout out to the 25 in the bushes. Shake the trees, Tracy. Shake the goddamn trees. I don't bite y'all. Y'all can drop down and say hello. Okay, so this document that I'm reading right here, this is actually, I don't know what page this one is, but at the bottom, 36 is attached. So I'm going to read both of them. And, hold on, let me do this. It is quite low. It's on 3, but I'm going to put it on 2. Okay, so on Saturday, 8/28/2001, and it don't even have the top portion of it either to tell us who the person is that's doing all the talking. So I'm not sure, but I'm just reading it as it is. On Saturday, 8/28/2001, I was sent the record request via search warrant from blank. Remember, where I say blank is where it is blacked out on the document, which you can see on the one that's going around. So I was sent the record request via search warrant from blank of Verizon. I uploaded a compressed folder containing the records to evidence.com and associated the folder with case number, and it has a number. To view the records, please select the evidence titled Jelani Day Verizon Records. Supplement number 10. I received the records at length, noting the following. 1. The last number placed by Jelani was at 9:41 and 34 seconds p.m. on 8/23/2021. This call was placed to his brother blank at blank and lasted approximately 112 seconds. I do remember reading this. Okay. And so 2, next, the generated pivot tables in Excel to determine the most frequently occurring phone numbers in Jelani's cell phone records. I am listing those numbers below in no particular order and would not provide the exact total of communications with each number in this report. Blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's friend blank. So what they're doing, the number. So blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's father, blank. Blank, this number is possibly utilized by Jelani's friend, blank. Blank, this is the phone number for Horizon Credit Union. Blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's brother, blank. Blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's mom, blank. Blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's sister, blank. blank, this number is utilized by Jelani's sister. This number is utilized by Jelani's grandmother. This number is utilized by Jelani's cousin. And then number 3, this next, I imported the Verizon records into CastViz. From viewing the call details record, geography, location data, I noted that there is no record of Jelani having ever been in the area of Peru, Illinois between 4/27/2021 and 8/27/2021. Focusing on 8/24/2021, I noted the following. Jelani's cellular device utilizes towers that cover his apartment, 1805 Pier Way, apartment blank, between 1200 hours and 0630 hours. So between midnight and 6:30 a.m. on 8/24/2021. So let me start over. So Jelani's cellular device utilizes towers that cover his apartment between the hours of midnight and 6:30 a.m. on 8/24. So after 6:30 a.m., Jelani device travels north and then west to the area of Illinois State University. Okay, so here I can pull up when he's at the university. Those videos did finally upload. They took a little bit, but we here. Let me see, is that whenever it decide to change? Oh, that's, hold on. What is that? That ain't what I was trying to pull up. So this is him at the school. This is him when he walked out, and then I had the ones where he was there. He's on campus there, and he's pulling in. Yeah, so these is two separated. I need to, hold on, y'all. Oh, yep. So that's him going into the university and then going out. I just put them together. I was not prepared, y'all. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I need to just leave the stuff in here now until I get done. And then the security guard here need to go down also. We almost there. I hope y'all having a great day today. And of course, they're not in order. But that's him coming into the university. This is him walking around. This is, I'll just let that one play. Okay, so 3. Next, I imported Verizon records into CAS from viewing the call detail records. Okay, so I did that. I read that. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. How did I even get back there? Okay. All right. What is this, a duplicate? We'll read it anyway. So Jelani Cellular Tower. Hold on. Okay. Jelani's cellular device stays in the area of Illinois State University between 6:43 a.m. and 7:38 a.m. on 8/24. This corresponds to the video footage at ISU where Jelani's vehicle is observed leaving the Bone pay lot at 7:39 a.m. So between 7:38 a.m. and 7:46 a.m., Jelani device moves east away from the campus, but returns again to ISU around between 7:48 and 8:03. So I guess that's like when we seeing him going in and out. I mean, leaving and coming back. Yeah. He leaves, he comes back, and then between 7:38 and 7:46 a.m., Jelani's device moves east away from the campus, but returns again. Okay, and then at about 8:06 a.m., Jelani device moved east and south towards his apartment. It appears that Jelani's device shows back up in the area of his apartment at 8:27. So I do remember being curious, like where did Jelani go to change his clothes? Because obviously he got on these dress clothes, and when we seen him at Beyond Hello, he had on some shorts. So this is, letting us know allegedly that he went home, and that would be allegedly where he could have changed his clothes at. And is nothing on footage that we have at his apartments, which I'm not sure why, because most apartments have footage. So I don't know. I wonder if they retrieved this footage from his apartment. I don't know if I'll read that here. But okay, so at it's saying at 8:06 a.m. Jelani device moved east and south towards his apartment. It appears Jelani device shows back up in the area of his apartments at 8:27, by about 8:27. And then this document says just about 9 a.m. Jelani's device moves north, arriving in the area of Veterans Parkway, which that would be Beyond Hello, Veterans Parkway and GE Road by about 9:10. From the distance to tower measurements provided by Verizon, I believe it's likely that Jelani either visited Walgreens located at 1525 North Veterans or Beyond Hello, which we know that he visited Beyond Hello. That's where the security guard is at. And I don't even think I got the video of him. I actually do have it, but I probably didn't put it in here. A video of him driving into Beyond Hello and leaving there. But that is in one of my other videos, but I definitely didn't put it in this one. I mean, it probably would be easier for me to just put the video itself up instead of trying to put it in here because of the space. So that is something that I could do as well. Okay, so yeah. So it says at just after 900 hours, Jelani device moves north according to the area he's at Beyond Hello. And this was provided by the tower measurements provided by Verizon. Says that he either visit, okay, so, or Beyond Hello, a cannabis dispensary located at 1515 North Veterans. I later learned that Jelani entered the parking lot of Beyond Hello at about 9:11 a.m. Purchased a blue gelato 41 pre-rolled joint and left the business at about 9:16 a.m. Okay, now that's him walking out, and he actually sat in his vehicle for a minute before he pulled off. I don't know what was going on in that car. He, to be honest, he sat in that vehicle for probably 5 minutes or more. And I'm like, what is he doing in the car? Would he be, anyway, I don't know. Like, when he pulled in, I wondered why he didn't pull in the front. He pulled back there. It was nobody parked in the front. He could have parked there. And then he sits there when he goes out there. And so at 9:16, he left the business, right? At 9:21. So from 9:16 to 9:21, that must have been him just sitting in the car. At 9:21, it shows Jelani device to still be in the area beyond hello. Now that's not the information we've been going by. It says at 9:21 hours shows Jelani device to still be in the area of beyond hello. This is the last cellular record for Jelani's device as provided. But they didn't say that his phone was shut off at this time. The way that they worded it is bull. Because the way that we've been knowing is that the phone was powered off, shut off, or thrown out the vehicle. And it was later found near the area, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was found near that area when it was found. So the way that they wording it is not the way that it really, it don't hit the same when you say at 9:21 hours shows Jelani device to still be in the area of beyond hello. This is the last cellular tower record for Jelani device as provided. See, you got to think too much for that. That make you have to think too much. When they could have just simply said that the phone was separated from Jelani. It ain't, Jelani wasn't just sitting there at beyond hello, but his phone, his device was still be in the area, but he wasn't. Anyway, that just annoyed me the way that they worded that. Like, why you worded like that? Anyway, what y'all think about that so far? But that is where we are. Let's see. You love a mystery? Wow, I never thought that I don't like it at all, but I don't even like mysteries, man. But it seems like those are the cases that grab me, though. I mean, I guess like when somebody is missing and they ain't getting no justice. So I guess, yeah. The FOIA stated his cell phone was found in the interstate. Not this part that I'm reading. It don't. This part say what I just read. Now, hopefully I got that piece. But they did it say that a person found it? Did it tell that part? It seemed like I did see that part too. But I don't know. I read it somewhere about the person that found it. And so this particular, hold on. So this particular narrative that I'm reading is narrative 18, and the date on it is 10/10/2003 at 2:21 p.m. This is page 44 of 206. And it says McLean County Incident Summary Report. Okay, so the incident narrative 18, this is dated 9/1/2001, but the date on the top of the document, the 10/10/23 could be when somebody printed it. So I'm going to just focus on the 9/1/2001 at 11/11. That is when this stuff, I guess, was written. And it's supplement reporting Sergeant Paul Jones, BPD. And it has his ID number or their ID number. So the supplemental report was generated to document that on Friday, 8/27/2001, and it has blank, okay, sent video surveillance footage of Jelani Day while he was on campus. While he was on campus at ISU on 8/24/2001 from her email. To department email. I placed the video footage files into a compressed folder, uploaded the folder to evidence.com, and associated the footage with case number, and it has a number. To view the footage, please select the evidence titled ISU Video Footage Supplement Number 8. So who y'all think gave this footage? I remember something about footage. Yeah. Anyway, this is the video. The video file titles describe what is observed on the surveillance footage. Okay, and then this stuff is sent through like a MP4 format. And so it has the times here. So this will be him. Let me pull up that. Him in the school, entering and stuff. Let me see. So it says at 7:08 enters the bone center. And then it says pay lot. Okay, so we had a car going in. So 7:08 enters the bone center pay lot. 8:10 entering the bone center main entrance. 8:10 the vestibule to the library. 7:11 entering Milner main entrance. 7:17 enters Milner door, main door. 7:18 the bone center via vestibule. I remember reading this. 7:19, all of this is AM. Arrives at Starbucks. 7:19 orders the coffee. 7:21 pick up the coffee. 7:23 leaves the bone center through the entry. 7:26 across the bridge. 7:27 the Schroeder Plaza Southeast. 7:29 walk through the quad. 7:34 Schroeder Plaza North. 7:36 cross over the bridge. So it's like he was lost or something, going back and forth is what I think they was trying to say there. But walks through the quad. 7:36 cross the bridge. 7:38 walks to the car and drives off. 7:39 exit the bone lot. Okay, so let me see. Okay. So it looked like I got that twice. Yeah. Shout out to the 44 in the building. Please smack the thumbs up if you have not. Go back on the discussion group. There's some more information. Is going to blow your mind. Yes. And I don't know who posted the stuff because I can't see some stuff now. Hold on. Let me see. What I'm trying to do is prevent rereading stuff I already read, but we gonna read this. So this is page 63 of 206 pages. This is the McLean County Incident Report, Summary Report. This is narrative 36, incident narrative 36. The date is 9/2/2001 at 3:00 p.m. And this is coming from a supplemental reporting of Detective Tyrell Klein, I should say. Okay, so on Thursday, 9/2/2021 at approximately 14:30, at approximately 2:30 p.m., Detective Klein submitted a request to Apple for data requested to Jelani Day Apple phone and Apple account. When was this requested? 9/2/2021. I thought they ain't have his phone that soon. Oh, but I guess you ain't have to have it to request it. Anyway, we just gonna read. On Thursday 9/2/2021 at approximately 2:30, Detective Klein submitted a request to Apple for data replay on Jelani's phone. So at 2:46 p.m., I received an email corresponding from Apple, which stated that the request does not meet Apple's emergency circumstance criteria. Later, but still on 9/2/2021 at around 7:55 p.m., I received an email from Apple with a link to download Apple data related to my earlier request. I received a second email which contained a password for the documents to be downloaded additionally. I received a third email which contained another link to download Apple documents related to Jelani's account. The password to access the data is, and they got that covered up. So when I returned to work on 9/3/2021, I uploaded the Apple data to evidence.com where it was associated with this case entitled Jelani Day Apple Data. Supplement 36. A copy of the records was placed on the major case network folders for a working copy for other detectives to reference. Additional reports will document the analysis of these records. And of course, because nothing is in order, that ain't gonna be the next thing we read. Like, yeah, I remember his phone was everywhere. Like, his phone was with a guy, then it was at Walmart or Walgreens, and then the one detective told her he never told her that he had the phone, period. It was sent off somewhere. Yeah, the phone been said to be several places. It really has. So this right here is narrative 44, dated 9/3/2021 at 4:05. So during the course of this investigation, Jelani Day's family has requested we review various accounts utilized by Jelani Day in hopes that the information located within those accounts may assist in his location. Jelani's brother Blank had several of Jelani's user names / accounts and passwords. Blank advised me that Jelani's Facebook account is blank. Indicated that he reviewed the account but did not locate anything immediately apparent. Blank provided Jelani's username as blank and password as blank. And if I remember correctly, they removed Jelani's Facebook page, and I do recall Carmen saying she was hurt about that. Like, why did they take his page down? I mean, I heard it somewhere. I probably can't find the video I heard it in. I don't know if I mentioned. I don't know, but I remember hearing that since they talking about it. So at about 3:30 p.m., I accessed Jelani's Facebook account. I briefly reviewed the contents of the account, but did not observe any obvious indication of Jelani's current location or information related to his disappearance. I utilized Snagit to screen record my browser window as I checked the Facebook account. I uploaded the MP4 recording to evidence.com and associated the recording with case number. To view the recording, select the evidence titled Jelani Day Facebook, supplement number 44. So this, it was said that he had 2 computers. I'll go look at it. I was actually planning on going to look at it, but I want to get through a few of these because this information, I still want to know it. You know what I'm saying? I still want to know this stuff, even if it is something juicy on there. So, incident narrative 124, and this is dated November 3rd, 2021, 3:46 p.m. So the purpose of this report is to document my review of Jelani Day's Google account to verify if any location records were present. I had previously reviewed this account as documented in supplement report 34. I accessed Jelani's Google account. I accessed Jelani's Google Gmail account. So they want to tell us that ain't nothing that could help them in none of this. His cell phone, his Gmail, all at his house, all in his computers, they couldn't find nothing but school stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so annoying. I accessed the location. The purpose, listen, back in the day, they couldn't figure out nothing. Okay? That's why so many, well, that ain't the only reason why so many people in jail that ain't never did nothing. But it's people that isn't locked up and they didn't even have proof that these people did stuff. It's people on death row still and gonna go down for something that they ain't even really proved. And these cell phones, when they came out and all of this modern technology to let you know where they are, they don't even have to work no more. So you mean to tell me out of all of this modern technology, they come up with nothing? I ain't buying it. You believe Jelani was M? This was a cover up for what was done to this young man? Who you talking about? What young man? This is a cover up for what was done to this young man. You believe Jelani? Oh, we all believe that he was, you mean murdered? Yeah, we all definitely believe that he was murdered, man. And it's a cover up. Who posted it? Because I don't know if I will be able to see it or not, to be honest. Let me see what she talking about. This better be good, D. Now, this don't, okay. Oh, you talking about somebody else? Hold on. Wait, that ain't today though. What date was it posted? Oh, that person. Yeah, I think that person blocked me. I can't see their stuff. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm not so Brian lied, yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. And they saying that person is a detective. I don't know who that person is. What's the name of the person that they talking about might be related to Jelani? You talking about a body that was found at a cherry mine? Yeah, that's too much information for me to try to research and read in the middle of a live stream. But if you can click on it and give me the name of the person that you talking about, then yeah, we definitely know man. I don't think the person is a detective. I think who do you think this person is that is doing all this? What do you think this person's motive is? And then so wait a minute now, if I let me see. So is that what you saying, that this is the you think this other person that they talking about got something to do with Jelani? This Jalen Rucker person? I really don't know what you're talking about, D. I'm not going to don't post where it's posted at, because I'm not trying to promote other people. Even if you see, are you on any other, so are you on Facebook, right? Send it to Facebook, my messenger. I got a page over there called Make This Go Viral. That will help, because there's a lot of stuff on that page, and I think that person blocked me. That's what people telling me, because I thought they had deleted the person from the page, because I know that's what I seen, but other people are saying that they still there. So yeah, whatever you want me to see, send it to me, but it's too much for me to be trying to do all that, and I got this show planned for what I'm doing right now. But if you got a name, I definitely will look up a case that's similar to his. If I have a name, I'll look it up. So yeah, it just don't make sense that they, like I was saying, they got all of this information, all of this, his cell phone, his laptop, his Facebook, and they ain't came up with nothing. Like, this really is irritate me. Screenshot it, D, because I can't see it. So screenshot it for me. Yeah, I don't, and as a matter of fact, delete that comment with that person name on there too. Cause that person that's sitting up there disrupting Carmen's peace, I don't even appreciate it. I'm happy they posting the information though, but it's for malicious reasons. Is what it's looking like to me, and especially if they block me, I ain't did nothing to them. I just don't think it's kosher. And also played the video in which Carmen spoke on that person that's harassing her. So the purpose of this report, wait a minute. Of course, I done lost my spot. Wait, it says I accessed the location related content and noted the location history had been paused. Why is that? Really? The location history has been paused. Let me try to just read this again. I activated the location services and then accessed the location history to see if any data was present. I checked dates in July and August of 2021 and did not observe any location content. What? I checked the additional dates and times in history and did not observe any location history with this account. Following my review, I turned the location services to be paused position and was access the account. So I used software named Snagit to screen record my computer as I checked the account. The recording was later uploaded to evidence.com associated with the case titled Jelani Day Google Review. The incident is pending. Man, I guess this is, wait a minute, because remember they said something about Jelani's last searches was looking up some Greyhound or something that don't even make sense to what he had going on. That's not what that's saying, but that's all that I know about his last searches. But anyway, like I said, this is like, boy, this is all over the place. Now, that was page 168. I got page 110. All of this is from one stack, 206. So on 9/13/2001 at 15:34, at 3:34, I received a call from Jelani Day's brother, Blank. In summary, Blank had arrived at the police department to drop off a laptop. Wow. He had collected from Jelani's apartment when we met him there on 8/26/2001 at 10:32. I remember hearing about that the day I went to his apartment and he met him there and they let him keep the laptop. And so he's bringing the laptop to them. So let me read that again. On 9/13/2021 at about 3:30 p.m., I received a call from Jelani Day's brother. In summary, Blank had arrived at the police department to drop off a laptop he had collected from Jelani's apartment when we met there on 8/26/2021 at 10:32. And I don't know if that's, I'm assuming it's AM. Advised me that he had already looked through the contents of the laptop, hoping there might be clues as to Jelani's disappearance. Blank advised me that he did not locate anything of note. I generated an evidence label from the laptop, property ID number, and secured the temporary CID locker number 11 NCID locker number. On Tuesday, 9/21/2021 at about 12:33 p.m., I transferred custody to the laptop to Detective Klein in the digital forensic lab. I mean, they got all this and nothing. They only came up with Jelani. Oh, yeah, he did it to himself. Heck yeah, he did this to himself. It don't make no sense. Okay, so this is something I haven't read. This is new. Now, this is from November, well, just that I haven't read, but this is page 170 of 206. And this is dated November 5th, 2021 at 1:48 p.m. And it says on Friday, 11/5/2021, I contacted evidence technician Joshua Johnson requesting to retrieve a laptop. Okay, I'm surprised it's still about the same thing. Retrieve a laptop belonging to Jelani Day from the evidence property. I advised him that I will be transferring this item, and they got a number, and two other laptops, property ID, and got the numbers, property ID, to Peru Police Department. It should be noted that, and I got both of the numbers, are still checked out of the digital forensic lab. As such, I contacted Detective Tyrell Klein and advised him that I was going to take possession of the two laptops still in the lab. Man, yeah, and what did they find on it that's helpful? I mean, all these details that ain't got a damn thing. This is irritating that I'm reading all of this and the case is not solved. It's a bunch of bull crap is how I'm feeling right now. None of this got it solved and everything ended up being his fault. allegedly, according to them and their investigations. All this writing for what? Just to be damn corrupt. Like what the? That's what I'm saying. Like reading this, oh, they're just so meticulous about this. Get the hell out of here with all this crap. Uh I bet Carmen is just, I bet she can't get through this. I stored these two laptops temporarily anyway. On Monday, 11/8/2021 at about 10 o'clock a.m. I transferred custody to the three laptops to the Commander Hocking at the Peru. All this technology, all these laptops, phones, cameras. Commander Hocking at the Peru Police Department. Commander Hocking signed the Bloomington Police Department evidence release receipt. Upon returning to the Bloomington Police Department, I turned the evidence release receipt over to Joshua for convenience to review. I uploaded a PDF copy of the documents to evidence.com and associated a PDF with the case number to view the PDF. Anyway, boy, this is a whole bunch of nothing right here. Now, what is they talking about right here? This one is this is page 78. Did I read 78? I don't think so. So this is page 78 of 206 pages, and this has got more information about, because it's 9/6/2021, narrative 48, and that 10/10/23 number that I had read earlier must be the time that whoever requested these documents did, because all of them has that at the top of it. But on Sunday night, September 3rd at about 9:38 p.m., Sergeant Beerbaum, crime scene detective Marvel, and I drove to missing person Jelani Day apartment to conduct a search of the residence. Though Jelani's apartment had been entered by Officer Whitner on 8/25/2021 to check his well-being. Okay. I remember that. Wait a minute, no. How did they check his well-being there? Because anyway, hold on now. Though Jelani's apartment had been entered by Officer Widener on 8/25/2001 to check his well-being, and though I had been entered the apartment with Jelani's brother blank on 8/26/2021, a thorough search of his apartment had not been conducted. It should also be noted that Bridge Ridge Heights staff have, since Jelani went missing, allowed his family to have access to his apartment on several occasions, having consulted with the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Having consulted with the McLean County State's Attorney's Office, it was determined that a search warrant could not be requested for the apartment. Oh, as it had not yet been determined whether or not a crime had occurred. It was determined that he would conduct a search of Jelani's apartment under the community caretaker exception. So somebody missing, you can't get a search warrant, but you can get a no-knock warrant to go wake some damn body up out of their sleep and unalive them, and then accuse the boyfriend. Like, this is just crazy to me. Like, everything is just damn backwards, if you ask me. So upon our arrival at his apartment. We met with Blank on Brook Ridge Heights maintenance. Blank provided us with a key to the apartment. It should be noted that I was wearing a department issued body worn camera when we searched Jelani's apartment. The BWC footage was later uploaded to evidence.com and associated with the case. To view the BWC footage, all right, Axel Body. It's titled Axon Body 3 video. If only the cops that did this had their body worn footage on, or if they could have kept the the recordings from people pulling in at the YMCA at the same time that Jelani was said to be pulling in there. If they would have kept record of that and documented it as good as they documenting the stuff here, that would be nice. How do you lose footage? How do you lose footage from this main thing? So anyway, while searching the kitchen of the apartment, Detective Marble located a phone number for Blank written on a Watson tire and automotive service notepad. I took note of the items with my department issued cell phone. While searching the bathroom of the apartment, I looked in the clothes dryer and noted changing items bearing Nike and Adidas logos. I also noticed that most of Jelani underwear was Calvin Klein. What? Man, I'm about to throw my phone. Why are we talking about Jelani draws right now? I mean, that was important. I mean, like, seriously. Can they find out what happened to Jelani? I don't care what kind of draws he had. Talking about most of his, I also noticed most of his draws was really. What are you really looking for, sir? Like, see what I'm saying? They concentrate on the wrong shit. Now they making me cuss right now. You know I'm mad. I'm trying, man. Listen. Ugh. What do this man draws got to do with it? BFF had to say something on that. You mean to tell me they so detailed on every damn thing except for what we want to know? What happened to him? See, man, facts must be yes. They got all those details for what they want to prove or at least push their narrative. And then what, you trying to distract me from what we really want to know? Like, what? This man got Calvin Klein draws. They felt compelled to put that in this damn how many slaves did Calvin Klein has? Is there a reason why they put this in here? They wanted to shout out their boy. You know what I'm saying? Do Calvin Klein still have slaves allegedly? I'm joking, okay? Don't be. I'm just saying though. Let's look up Calvin Klein. There had to be a reason they put that in there. But anyway, ridiculous. Noted the clothes were Nikes and Adidas and Calvin Klein draws. He got all these name brands, and I only get paid $19 an hour. You know what I'm saying? How dare this Inger think he gonna be a doctor? Driving this nice car, all these logos up in his dryer. Anyway, I just don't see the relevance. So, while searching the bedroom of the apartment, I located a National Anger Management Associated member due renewal and update form. Now, that was a long damn title. I'm just saying. But at the same time, I see where they going with this book. While searching the bedroom of the apartment, I located a National Anger Management. It's nothing that I can read that's going to change my mind about Jelani Day. I just want to make sure that I make that crystal clear. Crystal clear. I get mad when it come down to this case, y'all. I hate to be my angry self, but I am right now. Like, this is just petty shit that they talking about. That has nothing to do with finding him. It just shows their envy, hate, allegedly. Nothing they can tell me that'll change my mind about this man. Associated member dues renewal and update form. On the form, I noticed some contact information and a credit card number. As I have seen, seeking to determine any secondary bank account / credit card, I took a picture of the items and collected the form as evidence. We also located the following in Jelani's apartment. A purchase from Verizon that shows an iPhone 12 Pro Max Blue was purchased on 4/17/2021. So a brand new iPhone 4 months prior to this happening to him. A Chrysler key fob. I learned that the key fob did not belong to Jelani's white Chrysler 300. They found a Wells Fargo replacement debit card letter. A check written to Jelani that was marked for mobile deposit at Wells Fargo Bank only. A printed picture of a passport belonging to blank. A quick search of open source records shows that blank may be a friend of Jelani from Alabama A&M. A W-2 for a male named blank of blank, West Huntsville, Alabama. Alabama. Okay. A New Horizon Credit Union change of address form dated for 9/10, and it showed Jelani's address as blank of Detroit, Michigan. An email address and a cell phone number listed on the form, blank and blank. I was told by Jelani's brother blank that blank is Jelani's old phone number and that it is currently being utilized by an unknown female. A black HP Pavilion laptop bearing serial number. A City of Clinton, Indiana notice of failure to appear. A City of Clinton, Indiana notice of failure to appear on 5/26/2021 for a speeding offense on 3/12/2021. A letter from the Vermilion County Public Defender's Office dated 3/20/2019. An order to quash warrant from Vermilion County. Immunization history of Illinois State University Student Health Services, a Wells Fargo debit credit card, and had the date. Anyway, well, I mean, okay, like, wait a minute, let me see. They didn't even have no reason to be in his damn apartment collecting evidence in his apartment. Get out of here. That's trying to use against him. That's what I just read. But anyway, I took a picture of the above items, placed the pictures into the compressed folder, and uploaded the folder at evidence.com, associating the folder with case number. To view, anyway. So I collected several of the paper documents listed above for safekeepings. I also collected the black HP Pavilion laptop and the Chrysler key fob for safekeeping. What? They keep stuff for safekeeping now? They call that stealing where I'm from. Anyway, upon returning to the police department, I packaged the document, HP laptop, and the Chrysler key fob together as evidence. I submitted the items. Number 46. So pretty much all of these that we have is gonna be similar to that because this person has a mission. And so this one is page 28 of 206 pages. Told by one of Jelani's friends that Jelani, had purchased more weed than usual, either this last Sunday or the Sunday before. Oh, so all of a sudden, just like it just happened. Like it wasn't nothing that he been doing. Anyway, and then it started off with this. So I don't know what was said before, but we just gonna read. Wait a minute, told by. Okay. Okay, so this is a McLean County incident report, and this is page 28. So while speaking with Jelani's family, Blank reminded me that Jelani took a trip to Houston over the past weekend. That's so. Remember, I said that Javion was going to Texas, and Jelani had come back from there, and his luggage was still in his car, and all of that stuff. So while speaking with Jelani's family, Blank reminded me that Jelani took a trip to Houston over the past weekend. I later learned that the trip was from Friday, 8/20/2021 till that Sunday, 8/22/2021. And that's another thing that's the same. Javion went missing on a Tuesday, and Jelani did too. They found Jelani, Javion on a Wednesday, but it was Tuesday. The 10th was a Tuesday. Anyway, I'm crossing stuff now. My brain going everywhere right now. Hold on, let me concentrate. But that's just what popped up. So I later learned the trip was from 8/20/2021 to 8/22. Literally, it just got back 2 days prior. Blank mentioned that before Jelani went to his trip, he mentioned feeling weird vibes from 2 of his best friends. Jelani, according to Blank, felt like they were plotting against him. Oh, get the hell out of here. This is the first I'm hearing of this one. Who was his best friends? Who was his best friends? So they were plotting against him. When I asked why he thought that, Blank told me that Jelani had dreamt about it. Blank later identified these friends as all these black marks, a bunch of blanks, who is also known as a bunch of blanks, and is possibly a bunch of blanks of Danville, Illinois. Blank told me that she asked Jelani if he had a falling out with blank or blank. Jelani alleges responded by telling Blank that no, they did not have any falling out. Blank also wanted me to know that she spoke with one of their cousins, Blank, since Jelani went missing. Blank was allegedly told by one of Jelani's friends that Jelani, had purchased more weed than usual, either this last Sunday or the Sunday before. From speaking with Jelani, he was buying up some weed, wasn't he? He went and bought a whole Jelano pre-roll. Oh my God, he was really buying it up, wasn't he? Like, they could say whatever they want, but his actions show something different. He said they can say what they want to say about him in school, but his reports say that he was an A student. So I'm just trying to figure out. It's kind of hard to discredit somebody that looked good on paper and in person. But that's just what came up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. So, from speaking with Jelani's family, I learned that a large amount of weed from Jelani was still a fairly insignificant amount, and that he was not selling the cannabis as far as they what? Hold on. I learned that a large amount of weed for Jelani was still a fairly insignificant amount. A large amount is an insignificant amount. And that he was not selling the cannabis as far as they were aware. I asked Jelani's family if he went to Houston for the purpose of picking up a large amount of weed. Why would what? I was advised that Jelani did not pick up any weed while in Houston. Man, why would he need to do that when you got a dispensary right there where you live? Why would you go to Houston to pick up something and get caught up and you a freaking doctor? Why would you do any of this? Why? And where did they find a larger quantity is a small quantity? Like, where was it and how much was it? Like, I mean, it just sounds like a bunch of chatter to me. I'm so confused right now. This don't even make sense. They trying to make this man the weed man now. Like, come on, man. It just don't fit him. And what he had going on with his life. This is making me mad right now. But I'm gonna get through it. So, Detective Brad Jones asks, I mean, this is my first time reading Freedom of Information Act like this. I mean, I've read bits and pieces of reports, but I guess it depends on who's writing the reports. But how is this don't have nothing to do with him being found or what happened to him? Are they as detailed as once they found him and what they did and all this stuff? Like, that's what I want to know. Why didn't Carmen know who about the footprints? Why didn't she know about stuff that was out there around Jelani's body? But we got all these details of insignificant stuff that's not helping with this case. Wait, hold on. I don't even have the comments put up, but y'all might not be saying nothing. This is irritating my soul right now. Okay, y'all, it says I ain't even having, I wasn't even looking. But exactly. Let me see. So facts, his resume was stellar, and so was his personal life. Jelani was a doctor. Trust his this was not gonna risk it. Yeah, he wasn't gonna risk it all losing his white coat. Exactly. You don't go to school for all these years just to do what any other F up would do in a neighborhood. Somebody that don't have a choice. Like, come on, man. I can't. This is why Carmen can't get through this. This is why. This kind of stuff. They crapping on her son. This is upsetting to me. So I know that this is upsetting to her. She can't even get through this stuff to even figure it out. And she really shouldn't even have to be going through this stuff, man. But this is what it is in 2021, 2000, but just period. Like, this is what we got to do. But this is hard to read when you looking at him. Somebody that, I mean, stellar across the board. He excelled in everything that he did. He was in the sorority, I mean, or whatever they call it for men, fraternity. He played every dang on sport coming up. His parents made sure of that. I mean, it ain't even got to be explained. Like, it's just upsetting. Like, they wanted him to be this thug so bad that they could blame, say these things about him and nobody blink an eye. If he had a record, then you wouldn't be able to say nothing, but you wouldn't be able to do nothing. But he don't. And you can't convince me any of this crap. I believe that somebody sent him to go get that dang on blunt. I do. Being as soon as he got in the car, everything stopped. He sat there for a minute, then finally pull off. You can't see nothing in his car. He didn't pull in the front as if the person told him not to, but something happened, and it wasn't none of the stuff that they trying to make us believe. They know everything but what happened to Jelani and then the destruction of his body. Explain that. Since we explaining everything, I really want to know that. Why they do all that to his body if they wasn't trying to hide something? That's exactly what they was trying to do. You said they found him. Yeah, he's been found, allegedly, but mutilated. You know, I'm so pissed off. We either gangsters, drug dealers, or both. We can never be smart or go to school without driving while black, trying to get to school. Like, I'm tired of clear people. Leave us alone. I'm tired of these racist KKK members that rule the world. Obviously. I mean, because the way that this stuff is happening, and just even with what I reported this morning, that Sean Grayson is going to be released, that shouldn't be. I don't care what they got going on. The average Joe wouldn't be. He ain't even a cop no more, but he's still protected. Make that make sense. It don't. It don't. The same laws don't work for us. I mean, this is so unfair to sit up here and put all of this stuff on it's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but even if it is, like, the talking about quantities, you can't get me to believe he had no type of quantities there. People that buy quantities don't go to the weed shop to buy one damn blunt or pre-roll, whatever they call it. They don't. They wouldn't waste their time going there to buy that. And then guess what else they said? Oh, when they found this vehicle, he had a half a blunt. He had a half smoked blunt. They did that for their narrative. Narrative. That's what I'm feeling. It is done for the narrative. Period. You lining it up. Yeah, this is what make me, this is some old BS, like the feeling like with Javion, that they set him up to go to Walmart. I feel like they set Jelani up to go to the dispensary so they can have this shit to say, so he'll look shitty on paper, but he still don't. Like, get out of here. Okay. So Detective Brad Jones, aka Jelani's family, if he was having any medical health challenges, or if he had any mental health challenges, or if he had any mental health challenges in the past, the family did not believe so. But commented on his large workload, clinical schedule, and the fact that he recently picked up a part-time job at Outback Steakhouse. I'm hearing of that. Jelani's family did mention that he was hired at Outback, but he didn't show up twice. Jelani's family did mention that he was hired at Outback, but he didn't show up twice. As he failed to show up, he did not keep the job. As he failed to show up, he did not keep the job. Was he fired or did he quit? Like, which is it? Why do this? This makes me mad. Like, because to me, these tricks with these words and playing. So I'ma guess he quit, maybe, because if he got fired, they would have said he got fired. That's how I'm gonna put that. As he failed to show up, he did not keep the job. Did he get fired or did he quit? Let me know what y'all think. It's so open. We could just, yeah. Anyway, I'm this about to be my last page because this is pissing me off. And yeah, that's irritating me. And I'm gonna need to be more organized when I come back. That's not what they saying. And you know what? That would make sense to me, D, that he never started. So wait a minute. So, okay. Jelani's family did mention that he was hired at Outback, but he didn't show up twice. So that makes sense what D said too. But he didn't show up twice. But what about the other times? You know what I'm saying? So it's just not clear. But like D said, he never started. That could make sense too. But like I said, did he start or did he quit or did he get fired? Like, which is it? So Jelani's family did mention that he was hired at Outback, but he did not show up twice. He failed to show up. He did not keep the job. I later learned from the Bloomington YMCA director of operations, Blank, that Jelani was also hired at the YMCA in Bloomington, Illinois, back in April. For real, when Jelani did not show up for training or for his first day of work, he and Jelani agreed that the job would likely not be a good fit for him. Wait a minute, where's the YMCA he was found at again? So he got a job at the YMCA, just like Javion worked for Walmart. The last place, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so YMCA is where they found Jelani's car off in the bushes and all this, off in wherever this trail. And so this the same Y that he was found at. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, BFF. I'm sorry, but I don't believe Jelani even had the time to work part-time being a full-time doctor. He absolutely didn't have to work. His mother was taking care of everything. And one thing that I know Carmen said is that Jelani was her most needy child. So I mean, yeah, maybe he did get jobs that he didn't go to because he was got stuff going on. His mother never said anything about this because his job status, that wouldn't be relevant for her mission on trying to find her son or get information out about her son. Okay, so it is the one D is saying that's the same Y that he was found at, that he had a job. So there's a connection then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they knew of Jelani at this Y too. Anyway, man, but the Y actually gave footage and stuff, that came up missing. So yeah, this is the first I'm hearing of any type of jobs or anything. I didn't even think Jelani worked. I just know that his mother said that he wanted an apartment. They got an apartment, and I was under the impression that she was paying for stuff. And then, like, when she talked about his car and where he got his car from, and she said, her father gave him the car, just like Javion's grandfather gave him the necklace. So the father, I'm thinking her father passed, gave him the car, said that he got it painted and he got some repairs done on the car, and he paid for it all by himself. So when she said that let me know that he usually don't be paying for stuff she do. So I mean, but she was on him about paying for the trip and all of that stuff. So I imagine she probably was wanting him to get a job, but I just never heard her go that far. And so this is the first I'm hearing of him possibly, all of that stuff. But anyway, okay, let me find my spot. That Jelani was also hired at the YMCA Bloomington, Bloomington, Illinois last April. When he didn't show up, he and Jelani agreed that the work would likely not be a good fit for him. So I asked Jelani's family if he had ever made comments about wanting to unalive himself. Blank told me that she was not aware of him ever speaking like that. I asked if he has ever made any comments about wanting to disappear or anything like that. Jelani's family member said, no, man, the hell out of here. Around this time, why they want black men to be so weak with this shit? I'm just so, I mean, to me, I know that some people might see this as being cruel. I think it's weak as hell to unalive yourself. I really do. And I don't think he was that damn weak. He wasn't going to school, struggling through all that he had to go through, all the homework and all the years in school just to do this at the end when he about to be done. Make it make sense. His father was dying and he wanted to save him. So no. Around this time, I allowed Jelani's family to view the location where Jelani's vehicle was found at a distance. Jelani's mom, Blank, told me that Jelani was proud of his white 2010 Chrysler 300, as the vehicle once belonged to his grandfather. Blank did not think it possible that Jelani would have intentionally dumped the vehicle. He cared about his car too dang on much. Whoever did it was a hater and a murderer too. You know, I explained to Jelani family that I would likely get a search warrant for Verizon for Jelani's phone records. So we hear about her phone so much, and it was the last thing that she got information from. But I believe they had it the whole damn time. They talking about it too much. Jelani's family believed those records would be helpful, but also commented on how often he used FaceTime to communicate with his friends. And a lot of times people be recording those. I don't know like how iPhones work. Do they like save the FaceTimes or do they delete right away? Or, you know, how are they stored? Do they go into the cloud or what? I don't know. But Jelani's family also informed me that he banked with New Horizon Credit Union in Danville, Illinois. They explained that this was how they determined his last purchase was made at Starbucks on 8/24/2021. And so during our conversation, Blank, Jelani's brother, told me that he paid a website called Phone Tracker to find the location of Jelani's phone. Blank told me that the phone tracker website indicated that the device was possibly in Mayfair, which is just east of Morton, Illinois. Blank, Jelani's brother, contacted Tazewell County Sheriff's Office to have them check the area for Jelani. Really? I never heard this. So I later spoke with Captain Gerald C. Kent of the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office, who provided me with a copy of the police report generated in response to Blank call. In short, Jelani was not located. Of course not. I bet his phone was there. I bet you. I uploaded a PDF because the phone ain't gonna locate where it ain't at. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the phone located there, that phone was there somewhere in somebody's damn pocket that had did this to Jelani. That's what it was, in my opinion. His phone would not ping in Mayfair, Illinois if he wasn't there or his phone wasn't there. Make that make sense. We know that these pings is accurate too because these is police devices. Believe that. You can believe that. That's crazy. Anyway, at around 12:11 a.m. on 8/27/2021, Joe's Towing arrived at the scene where Jelani's vehicle was located. After a lengthy period of time, Joe's Towing employee Blank was able to remove Jelani's car from the wooded area south of the YMCA and was able to secure the white 2010 Chrysler 300 on his tow vehicle. So at about 1:20 a.m., Detective Swartz and Truber and I followed Joe's towing back to them names just long for no reason. Towing back to the Bloomington Police Department, Sallyport, where the vehicle was secured, pending a search warrant. I'm done. I'm tired of talking. Dang, it's 2 hours almost. I'm tired of talking. I don't think Jelani tried to unalive himself. Who placed all? Wait, let me move that. Who all their belongs scattered? Exactly, man. Like, I was so irritated the last time I was reading this, and the person talking about, oh, they was riding to work, and somebody, they believe it was Jelani walking with a red hoodie on, and he slowed down. He was about to say something, and he turned his face and put the hoodie over his head, over his face, because he didn't want nobody to see him. How you know that was Jelani? And then, of course, they said a hoodie, and then they said that that's what they found Jelani in. It just don't make no sense. Like, first of all, you supposed to be. It just don't. None of this makes sense, and nothing that I read either. But I mean, it is what it is. We reading it, but I don't know what to believe no more. Well, yes, I do. Nothing. I don't believe nothing that don't make sense. Let's just say that. Because some things was irritating me. Some things I was like, okay, well, I haven't never heard that. I read that. You did. Man, that was crazy. I'm like, okay, so this person, you supposed to be to work at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because I think they said it was something. They didn't have a few minutes to get to work, but you worried about somebody walking out on the street. You worried about, oh, what was you gonna give them a ride and be late for work? You want me to believe that? No. When you read 38 supplement stated items they collected. Okay. Yeah, now I read the items that they collected, the swabs that they collected too. I didn't read it this time, but they barely collected anything from Jelani's car, and that's supposed to be a key piece of evidence that was left out in the element. Make it make sense. Man, I need to get this Freedom of Information Act myself because it's so dang on sporadic that it makes no sense. If it would, I mean, it would make more sense if I could read it in a better order, at least by going in numeric order. You know what I'm saying? Like, so annoying, but it is what it is. BFF just got angry faces. It's frustrating, and my heart goes out to Carmen. I mean, because I know that she's struggling with this. I seen pictures of her, and it was her and all her kids and her grandbaby girl, and they was holding up a picture of Jelani. They had on all black, and I'm assuming it was Thanksgiving. And my heart just goes out to them. Like, it was Carmen that was holding it. It was a big picture, and Jelani was in all black as well. It just made my heart hurt a little bit when I seen it. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for the day, because it's doing a whole lot for me right now. But D, if you can, know the thing in this article is going to piss you off. Okay, can you did you send it to me on Facebook? Please do, because I don't see that person. Can you screenshot the stuff? I know it's gonna piss me off. It's certain cases that I'm really emotional about, and Jelani is one of them. They're like, I mean, this has been since 2021. I'm also passionate about Javion, and don't let me get to talking about baby girl. Anaya Day Garrett. You know, it's sad that we got to go through this, and you know that the laws don't work the same. And just even what I reported earlier today with Sean Grayson being released on with the Sonya Massey thing, like he should stay in jail. I don't care that he was an ex-cop. Would you let somebody else out? Like, what kind of, is he getting out on a bond? Like, I mean, how much is it gonna be? $1 million, $500,000, like, or nothing? I don't know how this is gonna work, but that was quite disgusting to know that this man, he's gonna get out. They want him out for what? Christmas and New Year's? He get to celebrate with his family. Is that what it is? It's the holiday season. They wanted to make sure he was home with his loved ones. And Sonya Massey family will never see her again. How fair is that? I tried to give a friend request in order for me to send it. Oh. Well, on my page, you don't need a friend request on my page. Wait a minute. Did you leave me a comment? I see somebody commented, but I don't. Oh, yeah, that's you. You got the right one, D. I'm right here. So you can send whatever you need to. Let me say something. It's me. Yep, send it all here. But I don't see supplement. You said supplement item 38. Yep. Just follow and like the page, D. And you should have all access. It didn't even tell me that I needed to accept you in Messenger, because you know Messenger and Facebook is two different apps. So long as you got me in Messenger, that's good. And then just follow the page. It should come up normal. What the heck? I thought my Cash App was locked. Oh, it is. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I tried. Oh, I think I. Yeah, I read that. But yeah, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out. For the ones that did not subscribe to the channel, please do. I just felt so unprepared too. You know, what I need to do is pick, instead of trying to read everything, just pick stuff that has good information. You know what I'm saying? That way I don't waste my time reading stuff that ain't telling us a damn thing. You know, it irritated me. Why do I got him up? But if y'all didn't see this, I wasn't even trying to have him up. But I guess, you know, if y'all didn't see this, please check that out. And also, I did a live about this grandmother that unalived not unalived. I'm not gotta quit saying that. But the baby was only 5 months and she fired on this child, but she lived, thank God. But let me see if I still got a picture of the baby. I thought I left one in that bonnet one, but I probably took it out. Yeah, I did. But okay, let me move this dude up off of my screen. You're welcome. I will try to send it to you. Okay. I appreciate it, because if it's coming from that person, I don't see it, and somebody just told me you must be blocked. I see everything, but I'm like, okay, but it was a whole post that said that they had blocked the person, but maybe they let them back in. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, y'all, we out. We want justice for Jelani. Period. And it's man. It just look so dark for justice. But God see it all, and they gonna pay, man. They gonna pay dearly. Whoever did this. Ain't nobody believing he did it to himself. Ever. What is this? JBI. But okay, y'all, we out. Smack that thumbs up, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Shout out to my moderators and members and subscribers. Peace and love, y'all. We out.